여러분, 오늘은 서울에 사는 친구 종훈 있어요. 종훈, 안녕하세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
지난주 샤도잉 방법 썼지 않아요?
네,
어땠어요?
어, 아주 좋았어요. 일단, 그, 쉐도잉 연습을 하니까, 조금 더, 머릿속에 오래 남았던 것 같아요.
네,
예. 그리고, 그, 로저가 지난번에 저한테 얘기해 줬는데, 섀도우 프랙티싱을 하면, 머슬,
네,
이게, 예, 몸이 기억한다라고 얘기를 했잖아요.
네.
예, 그게 실제로 느꼈어요.
음,
예,
좋아요.
그래서 속도도 괜찮았어요.
네.
The speed was great for shadowing practice.
Oh, did you slow it down or use regular speed?
A regular
어,
speed.
그래요?
Yeah,
좋아요. 네, 영어
it's
잘해요.
very
저
good.
할 수
Yeah,
있어요.
it's
네.
very good for me.
어,
And also, it is very understandable for me.
네. 좋아요.
Yeah,
네.
even though I cannot use that expression, but I can understand. So I can follow the uh, shadow shadow practicing. It's
맞아요.
very good.
네.
Yeah,
예. 많이 하면 더 쉽게 될 거예요.
맞아요.
네.
아, 그 로저가 유튜브에 섀도우 프랙티싱 그 비디오 클립을 많이 올리고 있잖아요. 업로드 많이 하고 있잖아요.
네. 네.
네, 그 중에서 그 저는 어, that name novel name is 5 Year Journey.
네. 네.
예, 어, 그 스토리가 there are 10 parts
네.
of that story.
네.
I practice 3 times.
Three times. 오케이.
Yeah,
네.
yeah. When I go to uh, the office in the
다,
morning.
다 들었어요?
Yeah,
좋아요.
yeah.
네.
One, two, three,
그리고,
four, five. Yeah.
그리고, 정은은, 애틀랜타에 올 때, 우리는,
음.
세인트 사이먼스 아일랜드 갈 거예요. 네.
예, 맞아요.
네.
꼭 갈 거예요.
네.
그리고 이번에 그 섀도우 프랙티싱을 하면서 상당히 좋았던 게 또 있는데, well, I think I did not feel bored while shadow practicing because there was a story.
네, 맞아요.
예, 지루하지 않았어요.
네. 네.
예, 너무 좋았어요.
Good,
그리고
good.
어, 스토리가 uh, that story
네.
uh, reminded me of a Korean movie
그래요?
named 미나리.
미나리. 네, 좋은
예,
영화였어요. 네, 두
예,
번
맞아요.
봤어요. 네. 네.
그래서 어, 제가 사실은 살짝 놀랐어요.
네.
로저가 한국인의 감성을 너무 잘 알고 있다. Actually, it's amazing how you can capture the Korean sentiment and how you can turn it into the story. So amazing.
어, 사실은, 어, AI, 구글 제미나이,
Yeah,
썼어요. 네. 아,
yeah.
네.
그럴 것 같았어요.
네. 네.
로저가 그 AI의 도움을 받았을 것 같다라는 생각을
네.
했어요.
네.
뭐 그래도 그 로저가 스토리 라인을
네.
주고
네, 맞아요.
AI가 만들었을
네,
거니까
맞아요. 네.
그래도 그 정서를 The Korean Sentiment 정말 잘 표현한 것 같아요.
좋아요. 네.
네,
나도,
좋았어요.
나, 내가 AI로 만들어서 첫 번째 들으면 재밌어요. 나한테. 그래서 다 안 썼어요. 제미나이
음.
도와줬어요. 그리고 네, 아주 재밌어요. 네,
맞아요.
네.
그리고 지금 이 영상을 보고 계신 분들이 어떻게 생각할지 모르겠지만 사실 로저가 저한테 숙제를 내준 거예요. 그래서
무슨
숙제.
예,
You
네, 네,
gave
네.
me the
네,
homework.
맞아요. 숙제.
Uh,
네, 네.
so uh, I I did my best. Do my
좋아요.
homework. Yeah.
아, 네, 아, 어제는 내가 교회에서 영어 수업 가르치었어요.
음,
학생한테 똑같은 숙제 주었어요. 네, 그리고 다음 주 어, they will tell me their experiences. 네,
음.
네,
아, 그래서 이번에 그 섀도우 프랙티싱을 하면서
네.
스스로 느낀 게 있었어요. 어, 적당한 의무감이 있어야 되겠다라는 생각을 했어요. Do you understand 의무감? 어,
의무감, no,
이-
아니요.
um, I don't know how to say obligation. Um,
Obligation. Okay.
anyway,
어,
I feel myself.
약속하면 하는 것. 네.
Yeah.
Yeah, obligation.
어,
네,
yeah.
네,
그래서 적당한 obligation이 있어야
네,
어, 숙제도 하고 그래야
네.
그, 어, 그 실력이 좀 늘어날 것 같아요.
네,
예. 그래서 로저 이번 주에도 숙제를 내주세요, 저한테.
네. 오케이.
네.
네. 많이 있어요. 많이 있어요.
너무 많이
어,
내주지 마세요.
네. 이틀 전에, 오후에, 어,
음,
수업 만들었어요. 어,
음,
영상 쉽게, 업로드 했어요. 그거,
10개?
네,
음,
쉽게, 네.
음,
내가 10개, 10개?
음,
10개.
10개.
좋아요.
음,
네. 10개. 내가 그 수업 어, 어, 샤도우 해요. 이거
음,
아주 좋아요.
음,
나한테. 네.
음,
음, 어, 말을 단어는 많이 필요해요. 그래서 이거 좋아요. 음, 영상마다 음, 단어 10개 있어요.
음,
그, each, each word, um, there are 10 sample sentences
음,
using the word.
음,
So, when you, 보통, 내가, 오후에 수업 들어요. Um, 단어 또 설교 explanation definition만 있어요. 하지만
음,
이 영상은 10 sample sentences for each word, so you hear how it's used. You get different contexts for each word.
음,
And so each Yongsan is about 25 minutes long
음,
and
음,
10 words. And for me, it really helps a lot because I need to learn the words, but I need to hear the context and I need to hear sample sentences. And when I shadow those sentences, the meaning of the word sinks in
음,
and really helps me a lot. So I'm also going to do another series with Moonbop with
음,
different kinds of word endings and different kinds of pyohyun and different things to try to help people to learn Korean grammar.
음.
Yeah.
You can understand and memorize the vocabulary in the
Yeah, yeah.
sentence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. only the word, I can't remember it. If I just
Yeah, okay.
did the word, I can't remember. I have these audiobooks that have one has 2,000 words, another has 3,000 Korean words, and I listen
Mhm.
to them over and over. I can't remember them.
Okay.
I need the lots of sample sentences.
There are 10 sentences, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
10 words and each, no, 20 words and each word has 10 sentences. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so 200
That
sentences. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
But that sentence is not connected each other. I
No,
mean,
no,
there's
no,
no three,
no, but
right?
they're all using, each sentence uses that same word.
Okay.
So you,
Oh, really good.
yeah, the same word is used in 10 different sentences so that it helps you understand different situations where the word is used.
Then you can understand. You can express the just one word, the another different expression
Yeah,
by using the sentence.
yeah. 어,
Okay. Very
예를
good
들면,
idea.
예를 들면, 하나는 눈치 있어요.
눈치.
눈치.
Okay.
네, 영어로, 그런 말 없어요.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
그래서, 그래서, 10 sample sentences using 눈치,
Mhm.
영어로, different words are used because we don't have one word that means the same
Mhm.
as 눈치. I wish we did
Good.
because
Mhm.
it was very valuable for me to listen to that because
Mhm.
it made me realize how valuable that word is. That's a
Mhm.
very powerful word.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
that inner sense of knowing how to behave or how to perceive or how to react or how to understand a situation. And
Mhm.
so many times in our interactions, we don't have enough nunchi, you know.
Yeah.
We don't get it. So we are inappropriate or we offend people or, and so forth. So I thought that was really wonderful. But so many words, the nuance of the word is different. Most of the time when people study Korean or English, they they receive a one word to one word translation. They say
Mhm.
nunchi means this. Okay, but it doesn't mean that because the
Yeah.
word, the language is different, the culture is different, the feeling is different, and we don't have a word that's quite like that. And in
Yeah.
words that there are subtle differences. So by creating 10 sentences using the word, often you hear different English words that are used to express the same thing because there is no exact translation.
Yes, that is very good. That is very good way. I think so,
Yeah.
because the uh, you only understand the using the sentence because there are so many situations.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yeah.
We use different way.
네,
So
맞아요.
yeah, it's very good.
네.
Very good.
저는
Okay, good.
내가 한국어 공부할 때 보통 uh, for one meaning I learn one word and then I keep using the same word all the time. But then when I
Mhm.
listen, when I'm shadowing all these
Mhm.
different stories and so forth, I'm hearing different words in Korean that are used that where if I were speaking, I would only use one word every time.
Mhm.
But Korean
Mhm.
people will use different words. And the same thing with English. We have
Mhm.
many words that if you are Korean and you're learning English and you only learn one word for a certain type of meaning, that doesn't give you the full flavor of the language.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mhm.
initially, when you're first learning, one is good, but
Mhm.
the more you learn, the richer the language can get as you learn different words that are just slightly different meaning that you can use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give me an example of the nunchi.
네, 네,
I know that there is the same meaning in English in nunchi.
네.
But well, if you ask me what what nunchi means in English, well, I cannot explain.
어려워요.
Almost
네.
most Korean people cannot explain what nunchi is in
맞아요.
English, but
맞아요.
but almost Korean people can use nunchi in usual, uh, general speaking,
Yeah.
but they don't know how to
Translate it.
explain the
Yeah.
exact meaning. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
In
we
English.
have to learn by using their sentence.
맞아요.
Yes, it's a
맞아요.
very good
Yeah.
way.
That's why I include all these stories, because the stories are like dramas with different people interacting, and then you can see the natural use of the word, and you see the whole context of what was going on when they said the word and how they said it and how they used it, and it's very helpful.
Yeah.
네.
Okay.
샤도잉 하면서
Mm.
was it helpful for you? I mean, the thing for me is when I'm shadowing Korean,
Mm-hmm.
it keeps me talking at a steady pace. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have to think about what I'm going to say, because as soon as I try to think about what I want to say, I go, and I pause. I'm trying to get the right words. But when I'm shadowing, I'm just continually speaking Korean, and it
Mm-hmm.
helps me to
Mm-hmm.
kind of get the flow and the rhythm. How was it for you?
Well, almost the same to you. Even though, uh, uh, well, I can follow the speed, uh,
Yeah, good.
the expression,
Yeah.
but sometimes I did not capture. I did not
Mhm.
follow the speed, even though also I cannot uh, understand perfectly when I hear the first hearing,
Yeah.
but 2 times and 3 times I can follow so more easier,
Yeah.
and also
Yeah.
I can understand the uh, meaning, even though I cannot understand perfectly. But
Yeah.
you can you speak the bilingual
Yeah.
Korean, yeah. So
Yeah.
when I did not understand the meaning of the English expression, the
Hmm.
follower that you can speak the Korean, so I can understand the meaning.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so. I guess so.
yeah.
Yeah. And
아주 좋았어요.
that is the best way to use shadowing, is to
Mhm,
repeat and listen again. And every time you listen, you
mhm,
understand more. The,
Okay,
the, the
good.
first benefit you get is just the mechanics of speaking correctly. And
Mhm,
then, but the meaning starts to come clear, because you hear English, Korean, English, Korean,
mhm.
English, Korean. So the meaning comes in. Um, are you finding that it is helping your pronunciation?
Yeah, I can feel that
Okay.
my pronunciation is uh, better than
Yeah.
before. I can
Yeah.
feel that.
Yeah.
Uh, I think that is why the my muscle in my face,
네, 네, 맞아요.
yeah,
네.
remember the pronunciation.
Yeah.
I think to myself.
Yeah.
So at first, uh, if I feel they're a little bit hard for pronounce uh, the some word, but
Yeah.
second time and third time will be easier
Easier.
than before.
Easier.
Yeah.
네,
Yes.
맞아요. 맞아요.
Yeah.
And for me, because I listen every day for usually 2 to 3 hours every day. And um, what I start doing is, while I'm shadowing, I'm listening for very subtle, uh,
Mhm.
particularly certain words or certain sounds that I know I'm not doing right when I speak Korean. Yeah. Sometimes the subtlety of some of the sounds, as I listen, I realize, oh, that's not how I say that. So I need to really listen while shadowing and change the way I say that.
Mhm.
And when I keep doing that, and the thing about shadowing is if you listen for a whole hour, it's just continual. You don't have a lot of time to just think. You're just speaking constantly. So you
Mhm.
automatically adapt to the source voice that you're hearing. And little by little by little, your pronunciation gets better and better. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And also, uh, it was very good for me because uh, there there was a story, so I cannot feel
Yeah.
the boring. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. It was very good.
예. 5개 있어요. 그래서 그 후에 다른 이야기 있어요.
Okay.
네.
Um, 다음 스토리 uh, challenge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, no, homework.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, three of these books, there's five books, and
Yeah.
three of them are closely related. So,
Mm.
so there's one called Ashes to Ashes, and it
Ashes to ashes.
yeah, that's Edom. Or no, Ashes to what is it called? I forget now. Ashes
No
to oh, Ashes
way.
to Grace. Ashes to
Ah,
Grace. Yeah, Ashes to
ashes to
Grace.
gray.
Yeah, Grace. Uh,
Grace. 아,
Grace.
먼지에서 영광으로
Grace. Unhe?
은혜. Okay.
Unhe. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Um, so that's the story of a man who he's American and he owns, or he's a CEO of a large
Mm-hmm.
company.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts out with him, um, he is receiving an award, like a
Receiving what?
businessman, like award, businessman of the year award.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah. Okay. Actually, I heard just one part or two part.
oh, you did?
I
Okay.
just stating,
Yeah.
but their family don't like him.
Right, that's right. So he's so
Yeah.
happy. He says, "I'm so great. I
Yeah.
received this award." But his family, they feel like he's too busy for us. He never listens. He's always at work. He doesn't care about us.
Yeah. I know.
He thinks he's at the top. And then
He man of the year in the office, his office,
yeah,
but uh, he is very proud of himself. But their family don't like him because
no, yeah,
they don't care about the family.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So
I
so
just started.
oh, good. Okay. So what happens is as you read it, he his business partner um, lies to the board of directors, and they end up firing him, and he loses his
Hmm.
job, and then he loses his family, gets a divorce, and then he becomes homeless on the street,
Hmm.
and then he meets a man who helps him, and things change. So that is the story of that book. Well,
Hmm.
okay. Then the second book that's related is about a man who is an architect in Seoul,
Hmm. Hmm.
and his company, the Korean architectural company, building company that he works for, is building. They have a contract to build large bridges in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
So they asked him if he would go to the U.S. for 5 years and
Okay.
be a part of that organization there
Hmm.
while they're building those bridges. So he agrees. So then the story is about his family going to the U.S. and his children going to school and some of the difficulties they have, and it's just this whole time of adapting to the U.S. It's similar to the
Hmm.
5 year story, but a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
Um, but anyway, he first of all he doesn't have a family. He just graduated from high school and wants to go to college, and so he's looking for a college and a university, and finds Emory University in Atlanta and decides to go there. So he goes to the U.S. and while he's going to college, he meets an American girl and they get married, and they have children, and they both get MBAs and become professionals, and they have to manage their life of a family and going to school and being professionals. And at the end of the story, they both have successful jobs. He's a marketing manager with one company, and she's a controller with another company. Then the third book is the man from the first book who became homeless. He comes back and he starts a new company, a new startup. And
this story is related to the before story.
Yeah, yes, it's related to Ashes to Grace. The same man, he starts a company, an AI company, and so he is at a conference and in a business conference about AI in Amsterdam, and he is speaking about what his company is doing. They're creating what they call holobots. And a holobot is like a robot, but it's a hologram.
Okay.
Not mechanical. And it's driven by AI. So you can have, if you make a holobot of yourself, it can walk around and sit on chairs and talk to you in the room. It looks just like you, acts just like you, but it's a hologram.
Okay.
And anyway, so he is talking about his new company, his new startup company. And in the audience is the Korean man from the previous story who just became a marketing manager for another company after he got married and he went through college and got an MBA. So he comes on to he joins the startup company and becomes the vice president of marketing, and his wife joins the company and becomes the CFO. And then it's the story of how the company became successful. And then later, when you read it, you'll see how he was able to use holobots to create a new career for himself as a motivational speaker and a comedian. But anyway, so it's a little bit autobiographical.
You may know why I'm laughing right now.
네, 맞아요. So if you read those three books in that order, then you'll get the whole story. And if you shadow all of that, that will be good. That's your long-term homework, is to read all three of those books.
It will be very fun. And all stories are related together.
Yeah, they're all related.
숙제가 기대가 돼요. Expecting my homework. Yeah. 재미있을 것 같아요.
네. My hope is that as you shadow these things, that they will be interesting and fun, but most importantly, that they will help you to take your English to a higher level.
Yeah, but it is a little bit small problem.
문제.
When I practice shadowing practice, because I usually did shadow practicing when I go to the office in the morning. Recently, I go to my office by using the subway.
Put the earbuds in and shadow, and maybe
wearing a mask. And murmuring. Everybody don't understand what I'm doing right now.
Chonhua, they will think you're talking on the phone.
Yeah.
They'll think you're speaking English on the phone. Actually, if they listen to your shadowing, your English will be it will flow. They'll say, "Oh, 영어 잘해요." 그 사람.
Anyway, it was very funny
네, 네.
and interesting.
Yeah. Well,
예, 재밌어요.
when I'm walking my dog, I'm always shadowing. So my neighbors, they always see me speaking Korean, and they always think I'm on the phone because sometimes they see I have a new puppy, and 그 강아지
Okay.
보고 어 새 강아지 있어요, and then they see that they say, oh, 전화 해요, and then I just stop and I say, no, I wasn't on the phone, I'm studying Korean. But
아, 재밌어요.
yeah, so 자전거 탈 때, 걸을 때, 운동할 때, 집에서, when I'm doing work around the house and things, if I don't need a lot of concentration, I put the earbuds in and shadow. One
Good.
thing that I have found, and this is, I always believed this was true, but now I know it's true from experience, and that is, if you think about all day long, all of the things that you say and all of the things that you think. So this would be any thoughts that you have, any conversations you have with people, all of that. If you look at all of it and you say, what percentage of that was Korean and what percentage of that was English? Well, for most people, if you're a native Korean speaker, it's a very small percent of English and maybe no English, mostly Korean. And if you're a native English speaker, it's the opposite. It's all English or mostly English, very little bit of Korean. But what's happening with shadowing is that I'm speaking all of these words. I'm listening to English, but I'm speaking Korean. So for 3 hours, if I'm riding my bike and walking my dog and so forth, I have 3 hours of shadowing is 3 hours of speaking Korean. And that changes the ratio of my English to Korean speaking for the day. In fact, I never spend 3 hours just talking nonstop English. I talk a little bit and somebody else says something, or I'm by myself and, just a little bit. I think that now I am speaking more Korean than English.
Okay.
And that is a turning point for me.
Oh.
My brain and my muscles are using so much Korean that English is my default language. Korean may become my new default language. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a possibility because I'm speaking so much Korean. And 어제는 교회 가서 처음에 예배했어요. 그리고 점심했어요. 그리고 2시간 영어 수업했어요. 다 하루 종일 한국어 말했어요. 들었어요. shadow 아니고 just interaction with people. And 하지만 그 전에 every day I was shadowing for many, many hours. And so yesterday was a new experience for me because all week I've been shadowing so much that when I had the opportunity to talk to so many Korean people yesterday, it was so much easier. And I was able to speak faster and use more words. I found myself using words that I learned from shadowing. For the very first time, I was using these words in conversation. And what I realized is that as the percentage of Korean language I'm speaking increases, because of shadowing, it will change the way I speak Korean in natural situations. It was much easier. I spent less time trying to remember the word. I was just speaking, and it felt good. It gave me a preview of how it will be when I become fluent in Korean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very good. Good thinking. Uh, I am very agree with your thought.
Yeah.
I also think myself that shadow practicing help somebody to give them a self self control that I can speak a foreign language
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
give them a kind of changing habit.
Yeah,
The thinking the uh, foreign language.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's happening to me also. So I was
yeah.
mentioning not only speaking, but thinking. I'm
Mhm.
thinking in Korean much more now. And and I think I told you the story, the preview when I had my cancer operation.
Okay, okay.
And I
Yeah,
woke up,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was speaking Korean and I didn't know it. And the
Mhm.
nurse couldn't understand me. And she had to say, "Are you speaking a foreign language?" And then, oh, I realized I was speaking Korean.
Mhm.
But that was a
Ah.
preview because what's starting to happen now is I'm starting to dream in Korean at night, dreams, right?
Mhm.
And I'm starting to think in Korean, and of course I'm thinking in Korean when I'm speaking,
Mhm.
but I find myself just when I'm thinking about things, my thoughts are in Korean. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's very
Yeah.
complex, I don't have the vocabulary to have complex thinking in Korean. But just a normal thinking that you do when you're doing things, I'm finding it just without even trying, I'm starting to think in Korean. So it's
Mhm.
really changing my brain.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's very good.
When you think, your brain is experiencing meaning and ideas. And in
Mhm.
order for those to be clear and detailed, this, it has to use language in order to have specific thoughts and very
Mhm.
concrete thinking. And so
Mhm.
the brain will use the words that are easiest to express a meaning. And the brain is not necessarily thinking, oh, I'm going to think in Korean or I'm going to think in English. It just
Mhm.
uses the words that are available to express the meaning. And the
Mhm.
more I immerse myself in speaking Korean, the more
Mhm.
accessible those
Mhm.
Korean words are to my brain because they
Mhm.
become familiar and I'm using them with ease. So my brain uses them just to think.
Mhm. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
it's very helpful in learning a language.
yeah, I think
It's
so.
a
I think so.
it's a major change in how you function. Yeah,
Yeah, it's very good.
yeah,
Very important thing, I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Yeah, I will do that. I will do that.
Yeah. Yesterday in my English class, I was talking about I was explaining shadowing because that was the sukche for everyone, and
Mhm.
and I was talking about the traditional language learning methods
Mhm.
in which first we learn to read and write. We learn the alphabet of the language and we learn to put words together and read and write. Um, this is what children do when they go to school. 학교에서, uh, uh, when they go to elementary school, kindergarten and elementary school, they learn how to write. But you know what? They already know how to speak. They learned how to speak when they were
Mhm.
1 year old. They started learning how to speak, and at 2 years old they could speak a lot. At 3 years old they're talking all the time, and you wish they would shut up
Yeah,
because they're
yeah, yeah.
speaking so much. Finally they go to school and they learn how to read and write. So when we
Okay.
teach adults a foreign language, we start by teaching them to read and write, but they're missing all of that other stuff that they should have learned before learning to read and write. And
Yeah.
we teach them read and write, then we teach them grammar, all this complicated language syntax. And we teach them all these things, how to listen. And the last thing we teach them is how to speak. In fact, many of my Korean friends tell me that they never did speaking practice ever in all of their years of learning English in school. So it's really strange.
Yeah, yeah.
So with
Um,
shadowing, you're learning to speak right away.
mhm.
Yeah.
Almost the Korean people um, from the middle school and to the university usually learn English by the textbook.
Yeah,
So
네, textbook. 네.
yeah, so almost the Korean people usually write English very well, but
네.
they don't know how to speak.
네.
Yeah,
네. 책에서 말하는 어, 어, 것 못 배워요. 또
맞아요. 네,
발음 잘 못 배워요.
네.
Some of the most important things that you need to communicate to another person in a conversation, you can't learn in a book.
You're right, right. 네,
네.
맞아요.
네. 네.
어, 그 일주일 동안 그 로저가 내준 숙제 때문에 섀도우 프랙티싱을 했는데
네.
어, 짧게 한 일주일 정도밖에 하지 않았지만 어, 변화를 느낄 수 있었어요. I can feel the change,
Yeah.
the um, especially uh, pronunciation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Korean people have a difficulty uh, speaking English. Usually, specific word. Yeah, but uh, I can follow that pronunciation using the
네.
shadow
네,
practicing.
맞아요.
So shadow practicing helped me to
Yeah.
practice English much more.
네.
It's very good.
네.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I have in the past when teaching English, I have tried to help my Korean students with pronunciation. And so we would take a word like lawn and another word like learn,
Mhm.
right? And
Yeah.
okay, and we would talk about the difference in pronunciation between those two. For an English speaking native, lawn and learn do not sound the same. 하지만 보통 한국 사람 learn이라고 하는 것이 lawn 말해요. So I would explain it and talk to them about it. And the thing that we would have many words like that I would explain, I would show the pronunciation, I would ask each student to pronounce it in class. But then later, because these are all people that I know and I meet with all the time and have conversations, I notice they're using the word and they're still speaking it the same way they did before, right? They didn't learn how to say learn. They're still saying lawn. And, and because they haven't changed their muscle memory and
Right.
they
Yeah.
haven't
Muscle
learned it.
memory.
They haven't learned it at a deep level that is not only understanding how to pronounce it, but being able to automatically have your mouth and your tongue pronounce it correctly. And that can only happen with much practice. That's why shadowing, it just little by little, it just changes that and it's
Mhm.
the best way to actually learn it. I now I don't think I will spend any more time trying to
Mhm.
teach people how to pronounce specific words. Is just shadow it, and you'll learn the whole language that way. Yeah.
Mhm. 맞아요.
네. 네.
어, 그, 그리고 섀도우 프랙티싱을 하니까 좋은 점이 또 하나가 있어요. 어, 보통, 어, you may know when I speak English, I, I usually express, I can express what I think, but 어, 어, 보통 어려운 표현을
네.
하지 않고
네.
쉬운 표현으로 돌려서 얘기를 해요.
맞아요. 나도
예,
그렇게 해요. 네.
맞아요.
네.
하지만 섀도우 프랙티싱을 하게 되면 어, 어려운 표현도
네.
따라하게 돼요.
네, 맞아요.
그게 굉장히 중요한 것 같아요.
네, 네.
예,
네.
예.
Uh, yes, I experienced that yesterday when I found myself using new words that I had never studied the words, but I heard them during shadowing and I spoke them
Mhm.
during shadowing and I understood them even though I didn't try to learn them.
Right,
I
right.
was using the words when I was talking yesterday. And how did I learn that? Oh, shadowing. That's how I learned it. And
Yeah, yeah.
it made it so much better because I do exactly what you were saying. I know
Mhm.
what I want to say, but I have to use the easiest way to say it in Korean. It's not quite
Mhm.
right, and I have to take a roundabout route to get there, and it just flowed so much better yesterday. So
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
very confident that what you just described is going to be a part of you and a part of me as we continue to use shadowing.
Yeah, okay, good. I think so.
좋아요. 네, 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 네.
어, 맞아요.
어, 감사합니다. 어, 다음에 앞으로는 또 샤도잉 대해서 이야기할 거예요. 네,
좋습니다. 예.
네, 감사합니다.
계속 섀도우 프랙티싱 할게요.
네, 네, 안녕히 계세요. 안녕히 계세요.